Some more news now. The Australian Crime Commission has released its report into the Australian drug trade for last financial year. A record 23.8 tonnes of drugs were seized, worth a total of $5 billion. Included was nearly 800 kilos of cocaine, the most for 10 years. A total of 93,000 people were arrested for drug offences.
Illicit drugs are a disease in this society, inflicting untold harm on communities, on families, on individuals.
Jason Clare is the Minister for Home Affairs and Minister for Justice. Those figures are astounding, Jason. Does it worry you just how many drugs are coming into this country?
Well, Carrie, it's my job to worry about it and to take action. Our police are doing a good job, but we can't be naive about this. Most of the crime, most of the violence on our streets is drug-related.
Minister, when you look at these figures and you see what you have managed to seize, is it a fair question to pose how much is actually getting in?
Well, what we're seeing in this report is that our police are seizing more than ever before, but the one thing that we can do that we're not doing yet is introduce national unexplained wealth laws so that we can seize the cars, the assets, the homes, the cash of criminals. Most of these big-time drug dealers are more afraid of losing their cash than they are of going to jail, and we need to work together across the country to introduce those laws. That'll make an even bigger dent on these figures.
Minister, do you think that high drug prices here have made this a very lucrative market and we've become a specific target of overseas drug cartels?
Yeah, we are targeted. About a kilo of cocaine is worth around about $2,000 in Mexico. It's worth about $20,000 in California, and it's worth more than $200,000 here in Australia. So that's why criminals are targeting Australia, because we're a rich country and there's a lot of money to be made in illegal drugs.
Now, Minister, I want to give a shout out to the drug detection sniffer dogs who do a great job, but I do have an issue with one of their names. Just listen very carefully here.
Good boy, Hoocher. Good fella. His name's Hooch, which is, I think, pretty relevant.
The dog's name is Hooch. I mean, is there other sniffer dogs called Smack and LSD? I mean, what's going on there, Minister?
Well, I've spoken to the head of customs this afternoon and we're going to change his name from Hooch to Hughesy. I think that's probably a better name for that dog.
That would be an honour.
No, but you change it to Hughesy and then all he does is go on about how he used to be into drugs but he's not anymore.
And sit around and do nothing.
Minister, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.